guys, it's me again, and I just shot a video, and I'm going to do another one. Look at that bat roll. That is crazy. I'm going to do another one, but this is going to be my tips and tricks for the week. I didn't do it on Tuesday, so I'm going to do it today. But what I was mentioning in my other video was that I was reading an article, and it gave some interesting, and most of these are some things that we know to think about or are doing. Some interesting tips for the holiday to boost your energy for this holiday. But a few of them I was like, that's interesting, I never heard of that. So I thought that would be my tip for the week, was to share these tips and tricks on ways to boost your energy. Again, a lot of these are stuff you probably are doing or already know to do, but one or two of these may not be. And actually the first one was one that I was like, interesting. The first one is a suggestion about giving your energy levels a lift. And it suggests that when you go to sleep at night, leave your blinds half open. So I don't know if you have windows in your rooms, but if you do, leave them half open. Because when the sun flows in, your brain will slow its melatonin production and start generating adrenaline. I don't know. So you'll be awake by the time your alarm goes off. If you're having trouble getting up in the morning, set your alarm 15 minutes earlier than you actually need to, so you can wake up gradually. I thought that was interesting. Now, I don't know with the daylight savings time, as I was thinking about that again, I was thinking about how daylight savings time might mess you up. Because if you're a person that gets up at night, and like when it's still dark outside, this is not really going to be effective for you during those certain times of the year. Number 2, and this is a big one, and we all know, and I know sometimes there's controversy even on our video blogs, even though most of us realize everybody's journey is different, and our surgeons have all given us different instructions to become successful in the best way they know how for us to be successful. But number 2 is to make sure that you're following your bariatric program's recommended food plan. So you don't want to skip any meals, and keep in mind that having breakfast is so important, and will kickstart your metabolism for the day. So that's important. Number 3, stress levels can put a damper on your energy levels. So something to be aware of. So try not to stress over holiday things like traffic or getting things done. We all understand that this time of year is hectic for most of us, and it is suggesting that you try your hardest not to be stressed out. Sorry, I was distracted. That may mean you will give yourself an extra time we're talking about the traffic, going to and from work. That's not really. Because we know that, anyway, stress levels can put a damper on your energy. And when you're stressed, you produce that hormone. I don't know if men do. I guess they do. I don't know. Cortisol, and that will help you hold on to like fat cells and different things. Number 4. Was this number 4? I don't know. Take the time to become organized, because clutter can also cause stress, which I thought that was interesting. And I do agree that sometimes when I'm really stressed out about stuff, I think if I just had everything organized. And sometimes when I do declutter, because I'm a hoarder, confession, I tend to be a hoarder, so, and I'm not like one of those people that you see on the shows, but I have a hard time throwing stuff away. But I do feel better sometimes when I declutter, because clutter causes stress, which in turn depletes your energy. So each day you should try to remove a little of that clutter. It's best not to attack a whole room or office at once. Set small goals. For instance, you can aim to remove clutter for 15 minutes 3 times a week. You always have the option to do it longer if you choose. By doing this, it's a way less stress on you. Number 5, also take time to exercise every day, which I know most of you are probably doing that or already know. Even a 20-minute walk after lunch is better than not doing anything at all. If walking during the day doesn't work for you, then plan an earlier morning or evening walk. Again, these are all things to help boost your energy levels. Follow the 20-20-20 rule. Looking something 20 feet away from your monitor for 20 seconds every 20 minutes. Doing stretches, exercises at your desk are also a great way to boost energy. I'm on the road a lot, so I'm not at my desk, but if I ever have an office day, I do try to get up and walk around. I try to make sure that I'm getting all my water in. Sometimes it's really odd. I have a hard time getting my water in anyways, which is what I talked about last week. But sometimes when I'm just sitting, I have an even harder time getting my water in, which seems really super dumb and crazy because that would be the perfect time to get some water in. Crystal Light tea. Anyways, the last one is to remember nothing boosts your energy in the long run like taking care of yourself. And to remember you're absolutely worth it. So over this holiday season, there's a lot of things and a lot of stressors, and I know that. The number one thing is to try to enjoy yourself. If you're post-op like me and you're not that far out, and this is your first holiday after having weight loss surgery, it can be a little stressful. And I have to tell you that I've been semi-dreading the holidays. I really wasn't sure what it was going to bring. I'm going to see people I haven't seen in a while. 120 pounds. I mean, I love the compliments, don't get me wrong. And it's very sweet, and everyone's been very, and most people in my families, most, know that I had weight loss surgery. And again, I know people mean well. And I like to be the center of attention, don't get me wrong. Attention doesn't bother me, but it gets a little stressful when person after person continues to tell you how great you look. I know that sounds really dumb. I know that sounds dumb. But sometimes I get a little freaked out because you kind of try to come up with a different response for everybody. Thanks, I feel really good. If somebody says, oh man, you look great, do you feel good? You're like, yes. I really appreciate it. I realized that I kept doing this same thing when somebody would tell me how great I looked. I would go, thank you. And I felt like a dork. And it was sincere, but you don't know, you don't know how to say, I know, I'm awesome. I do feel better. I know I look better. I have more energy. Still, it's just weird, and you don't know how to handle it always. So I'm not, and even though I've always been a fairly confident person, and I like attention, I've never been great at receiving compliments, which is really odd to be so confident. But I've still never been able to take them very well. So that's an issue for me, something I probably need to work out. But just try to remember to enjoy yourself and enjoy your family. And I'm really trying to focus on family, and that the holidays, regardless of how my family feels, is not about the food. And I know we don't think that, but it is a lot. It's about being with our families and our loved ones and celebrating, the reason for the season. This is going to be an interesting Christmas. My sister-in-law's pregnant, and this will be, our last Christmas without a little baby running around in the house. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for that new time in our lives as a family, and just in my immediate family. Like, it's just my brother and I, and then his wife and my husband. But it's been that way for about 5 years now. And really a little long. Well, I don't know if Ed, he didn't do Christmas Day with us till after we got married. But Adam and Tamara have been married for 5 years, and Ed and I have been married for 4. So it'll be interesting. Just knowing next year is going to be different and exciting. So, anyways, maybe those tips helped you guys out a little bit. Some of those little tricks I thought were interesting. So, okay, guys. So have a great day. And if I don't see you again, I hope you have a super awesome Merry Christmas. And I will see you after the holidays. Bye.